Hello everybody, I am the Stone Tank Engine, and today I have brought a different sort of video. If you haven't seen already, on my unboxing video, you notice that I got these guys in a lot, and so I said that I would restore them. And so here I am showing how I restored them. I won't do all of them, I'll only do 2 characters right now. I might make more videos on this. We'll see if you guys like this format. But anyways, we'll start off with James the Red Engine. Now, I started off with James because, well, he's a more easier character to restore. All I really have to do is just get some of his paint checked, which is what most of them really had. And so I decided, well, might as well start off with something pretty easy. So here he is. I used these paint markers, I'm not really sure the brand, but I'll show it right here. And first, I got the black paint, which made sense, considering there was less of it. So I got to it and started painting the roof, which had a lot of red paint exposed. So I decided to cover it up. Applying it cautiously and carefully, I painted the roof with no troubles. It was a very easy process to do, and so I had it done. After that, I let it dry and would soon go on to paint the smoke box, which as you see had a good amount of wood exposed, which I tried to cover up as best as I could. So now I let James dry and would soon move on to his tender. Now his tender was a more easier process. All I really had to do was just paint some of the missing coal and part of the chassis, making my job far more easier than what it had to be. So I got straight to it. When I got to painting the coal, it was a bit more of a interesting thing that would happen. You see, I thought the coal was a black decal, but that was not the case. So I would have to paint over the red that was being exposed from the black missing coal. And I didn't draw all of it, I only did parts where it was needed. But I let it dry as well, and would soon get back to James. He was looking far more better now that the black paint had settled, and so I would start to get off with the black under his chassis, which was the same style which I did with his tender. But after that, James was looking spick and span. But then...
Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. Wow. Oh my god.
So I accidentally got some of the black paint onto my board, but that's completely fine. Anyways, I got now with the red paint which I had, which I would soon paint, well, James's red livery. And I would soon start off with this tender first, considering it was more easier to do. So I got to it from the edges and the creases and everything where it was missing the red paint from. And finally, the tender was complete. It would look very nice with the paint now more dried up. The only things I would have to do is a few lining things like over here. But I don't think we'll really cover that in this video because I'm not much of a lining expert yet. But anyways, I got to James and I decided to proceed with the same technique. Just applying the red wherever it was, carefully and neatly. Things were looking great for James, but then...
Oh Ma!
So I accidentally dropped a big amount of red paint on James, but luckily I was able to take it off so I wouldn't have to worry about that too much. And so I continued on with rescuing James. So I got with the final piece of painting, which was in the buffer beam, and after that, James was complete. After a good amount of time, he was finally done and restored, looking back to his former self. I put him next to his tender, and it looked grand. Seeing James look almost as he once did, it felt amazing. And the fact I restored it by myself. Sure, there were some things that I didn't fully finish. Per se, I didn't really fix his face, but I can't really do that. And the lining I didn't really get a fix either because I'm not really a pro with lining. But that's completely fine. I will do it once, but at the moment, he is fine the way he is. After that, I put James aside and brought out the next character. That being Terence the Tractor. So I got an orange acrylic paint and would soon put it on a plate. This would be better, so then I could just grab it with my little brush and start painting Terence off. So I got my brush and dipped some orange paint in it. And lightly, I put it on Terence. I had to be careful because Terence, he did have some parts which were very banged up, but did already have the orange paint in it. So I tried my best to try and get it out. I proceeded to the back, which you could see there was a good amount of orange that was missing. And so I took it to my command on trying to fix that problem. After that, I decided to go off with a chassis, which was very easy. I didn't really mind if I painted over the already, showing pieces of orange, because, well, no one would really notice anyways. So, yeah, I decided to do it. And after that was complete, Terence was done and restored to his former glory. He looked very, very nice, although I will say there was a lot of mishaps that happened, so sadly I can't really redo those. That's completely fine. He looks grand and great. So overall, it was really nice. Let's bring James out here real quick. For a first try, these two went very well actually. And maybe if you guys want to see some more episodes, then I might make this an upcoming series. Maybe I could do 2 more characters. I wonder who those could be. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.